I don't know what's going on with Instagram, but it's just violence and the most deplorable things one after another, just kind of force fed to you, like you're a baby in your little high chair, and instead of like, here comes the airplane. Well, no, it actually is kind of like here comes the airplane because it's like 9/11 clips, 9/11 clips, war clips, like the Ukraine and Russian conflict, but instead of soldiers, it's minions, and it's like people getting blown up and shot, like uncensored, and it doesn't come from like news channels, just like regular, like just regular profiles. I've been seeing a lot of drive-by shootings, a lot of just like a lot of people just getting shot in general, in multiple forms. Like I said, drive-by, just kind of like walk downs. I literally saw a video of a guy on like a moped, uh, and some guy was talking to another dude on a moped. Dude on the moped drives off. Another moped comes by. One taps the dude in the freaking head, and then there's another one that I remember where the guy was so close with the camera when he was shooting the guy, you could actually like see the bullet holes and the blood like start to form like on his shirt. And it's not so much like, yeah, we've all seen like pretty horrible stuff on our own, like that we shouldn't have been. And you could make an argument like, oh yeah, you're just kind of being dumb when you were like a kid and all that. You went to like gore.com or whatever it was called and you saw that. But now it is just like rampant, unadulterated, unfiltered, just like all the time. Like we shouldn't have seen that, and we did, like as kids, we didn't know that we were supposed to not see that. We were just like morbidly curious. Now, at least for me, I don't want to see that. It's not like, oh my god, my poor mind is gonna break. It's just like I don't want to see people getting shot and killed. I saw this one. It was taking place in this like suburban neighborhood, and it was like this really big fight, and it was two guys initially, and one guy kind of gets like tossed. They go to the ground under the car, and then the camera pans over. There's a guy with a freaking like sword, a Zweihander or something, just kind of standing there. Thank God he didn't swing it, at least in the video that I saw. But then it pans over somewhere else. Dude gets hit with a baseball bat, and then the dude who got hit with it like wrestles it away, and then they're fighting. I actually remember seeing that clip on Twitter. Literally the first time I downloaded and opened Twitter, I scrolled for a second and I saw that exact same video of just like a fight, and I just opened it, which is crazy. But that was way back then. Now it's on Instagram, and like I can't get away from it. Like today when I was scrolling for like a little bit, the first few minutes were like memes and thirst traps, which is like cool. I'll take it over seeing people getting executed. As a matter of fact, a few minutes ago, literally the reason I just like recorded this was because I saw these two dudes getting a bunch of gasoline poured over them. They didn't get lit on fire. It ended before any of that happened. Um, it's like people getting into accidents and just the most, and like actually thirst traps, but like even more sexual, like actual just unfiltered, uncensored nudity, just like boobs and like all that, and like yeah, sure, boobs, cool, awesome, great, but it just there's like it's like a bigger picture here, and like people getting into accents. I think I talked about this before, but there are channels, or not channels, but like profiles on Instagram with like little captions and stuff being like, thank God people dying, thank God a profile that finally posts people dying daily. Whatever would you do? Finally, a profile that posts people getting into accidents. I was about to end it all, man, but then I doom scrolled one last time before I did it. I saw this dude get crushed by a bus. Fix me right up. No therapy or nothing. Just a quick fix. Better than Flex Tape could ever do. It's just getting pretty extreme, and I've seen other pages in between, all like the people getting blown up by like drones in Ukraine. Matter of fact, I saw another clip from the Russo-Ukrainian war, if that's the proper terminology for it. I think these like two Ukrainian soldiers got snuck up on behind a Russian, and then they got shot, and they were like kind of crying out for their lives. So that wasn't really cool to see. Not that like I associate with one side of the war, but I just don't want to hear people like genuinely fearing for their lives and like crying out for help because they're about to die. I actually just thought of one more thing. I feel like Instagram before. I remember one instance because it feels like Instagram. I don't know if it goes this way with other social media platforms, but every once in a while it goes through this like renaissance slash revolution where it'll be a span of like a short period of time where just the most vile clips surge from beneath the earth's crust to show their face. And then it could be like sexual or it could be violence, right? Because I remember last time I saw this on Instagram, it was this trend where it'd be like a girl from like neck to here, and then they would lift up their shirt and their like boobs would just fall out, and you'd be like, oh, boobs, right? Awesome. So this time it's just violence. Like I said, it's just people getting knocked out, shot, stabbed, hit by a car, killed by an animal, blown up. You name it, it's got it. 100 Ways to Die. Freaking Seth MacFarlane might as well be. But yeah, I feel like it just goes in these cycles, and then for that period you're in there, it's like the Dark Ages where you appreciate what you had before before the dark times came in, before Lord Sauron soured your feed with his dark powers. You just gotta tough it out, man. You just gotta scroll until you get freaking the root beer guy, but like, root beer, no, and all the cans start falling down. You're like, oh my god, finally, I've seen the light. We've made it out of Mordor. But yeah, so should probably. Eventually, I assume they will, but someone should probably like get on that now. I'm enforcing that. Me, now, please. At least by the morning. If I wake up and I see that someone's getting fired. Pension gone, savings gone, 401k is mine. 401k is actually savings, but also mine. I can't do that legally, but I'm still going to do it. So, you should probably get your act together.